Streaming is pretty big, and within streaming, there are people who use virtual avatars. Now this is called Vtubing. With his recent popularity, you may be asking yourself, wait, who is Dr. Witnesser? While some VTubers are just ladies and lads, guys and gals.
Chocolate bunny last night. I think I came my pants.
With a massive knockers.
Fans love Zip more than Zip love.
Some prefer to be foods and non-human, and fair enough. In such a saturated market, standing out can be pretty hard. For your short answer, if you don't want to watch this kinda long video, Dr. Chedester, his real name Joseph Hennig, the name given in multiple articles, is a slop creator, member of the Seventh-day Advent Church.
People would refer to black individuals as
niggers.
Cringe loser, and semi-popular streamer.
say the N-word. And I'm like, what N-word? You mean, go? Yes, I talk to minors all the time. So what? In 8-year-old, I talk to them.
If you want to watch more than 50 seconds, here's your long answer. Dr. Chuddy is a streamer slash stay-at-home husband. Is a streamer and stay-at-home husband. He likes to go on Fortnite, Rust, Arc Raiders, and all those popular games. And, you know, preach the good Lord's name.
I'm somewhat of a family-friendly streamer myself. I tell people about Jesus.
Oh, we got 21.
Nice.
Usually to little kids.
You know all about Jesus, like how he died for our sins and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
Which is a really normal thing for a guy in his 50s with a certified UNC status to be doing. He used to do this all under the persona Dr. Witnesser, a name and appearance resembling a thicker dollar store alpha male Dr. Diddle Respect, and it makes sense. They're both unk-ass losers who, instead of taking care of their kids, they go online and they talk to other people's kids. Besides all that, he's a devout member of the Seventh-day Advent Church, a loving husband, and a cuck. He's been preaching for over 5 years, but not gaining popularity until recently, when people started calling out his cringe, racist, homophobic, transphobic, and loser activities online. Notably, Curtis Connor, Royal Young, and even Gideon. And while recording this, Big Papa Meat also made a video on him. Because, obviously, you know, what's the best way to get people to your religion? Call them the N-word. There's also a The Faithful Sheriff Discord server, where everyone is clearly trolling him, and where I was banned because I said I'd rather die than sub to his private streams. Back before he was a cringe-ass peanut, he was a cringe-ass redditor, who was banned from Twitch for telling a Muslim child that they would burn in hell.
Different things to America and Christian.
So look, if you were to die in your sins today, you would be sentenced to hell.
And while I love telling kids they'll burn forever as much as the next guy, it's not really a religious thing. It's just my best strategy in Sea of Thieves.
Alright, Billy.
He also seems like he has a bit of a humiliation kink, similar to Nova Star Online. The way he keeps doing stupid shit for people to make fun of him for. When he's not watching his wife get gooped by another guy, he'll be on every toddler's favorite game, Fortnite, talking about Jesus H. Christ.
I don't have a shotgun.
We're talking about Jesus. That's what we're doing.
I'm chilling on that, thanks though.
Chilling on that. I don't want to talk about Jesus, the one who died for my sins and trusted, you know, created the world, created me.
Your beliefs, but they're not mine, so I'd prefer not to.
Because what's the best way to motivate your team to get that epic victory royale? It's obviously to endlessly yammer and yap about Jesus Christ. Because if I was playing Fortnite, I too would want to hear about Jesus. That was obviously sarcasm, because if I was like every other Fortnite player, I would just be staring at Raven Team Leader and that one pumpkin cat's big old furry ass. From the pretty small amount of his streams that I've watched, I've gotten a pretty good handle of what he'll do. He'll join, he'll say, hey, what's up, what do you do for work?
Oh no! Oh, are you black?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Let's check me out.
And if you're just so lucky to talk to him, and you happen to be a minority, he'll probably say something out of pocket and cringe.
Oh, are you black? Yeah.
Instead of trying to make a real human connection, to convert people to his religion, he decides to be just a smug, arrogant douchebag the entire time.
Where you from, Jace? Or if you have problems with that, what do you do for a living?
Similar to any politician, he also likes to dodge the questions. If someone asks him something he doesn't want to answer, he won't. And if someone doesn't want to answer his godly interrogation, the alpha comes out and he has a little man tantrum.
No, bro, no. I'm not gonna be a little calmer because you're evil, is what you are. You're an evil person.
This is why people don't like you. It's because
You're
a
an
bad
evil.
person.
You're literally an evil person, bro. Go.
Like, sure, bro. That's how you convert people, by being a smartass on Fortnite. No, wrong. Everyone on Fortnite just wants to stare at Raven team leader's fat ass. And as a shock to no one, he doesn't really seem to love thy neighbor. Now, my current game theory is because his wife loves the neighbor, he doesn't want to love thy neighbor. For a while, people were saying stuff like, I'm Israeli and I love this content creator. And he didn't seem to understand. But lately, he's been steering it into more of a, I'm laughing with you than everyone's laughing at me. Which doesn't really work when you're a chud. He's also pretty obviously a homophobe. For example, in this clip where he encounters a gay woman.
What do you do for work?
I actually don't work. My wife works for me. So I get to stay at home, do laundry, dishes, all the fun stuff. I'm 21.
Did you say your wife works for you?
Yes. My wife does all the hard labor. She wants me to be a stay-at-home, so I kind of just get to do whatever. But I've also been working since I was like 14, so I think I've done enough work.
Guys, I got a bunch of pumps.
Cool. I tell people about Jesus in video games.
Obviously, in that clip, all she did was say, oh, I'm a stay-at-home wife. And he does a little The Office fourth wall break, just because, you know, he's cool like that. He's watched Rick and Morty before, trust me. I find it really ironic that he does a little fourth wall break clip farm, because, you know, he's a stay-at-home husband, and he's a streamer, who no one likes, and probably doesn't even do the dishes or anything. Doesn't go outside. He's 4chan incarnate, and I don't know what to say. And despite the rebrand into a peanut, once again stealing someone's entire identity, entire brand, you know, he's still getting ratioed, people are still making fun of him. I have even seen guides on Reddit on how to stream snipe Dr. Witness the divorce papers on Fortnite. Following the rebrand into a peanut, someone on one of his first streams as a peanut emailed him a cease and desist, which scared him so badly, he alt-F4'd the stream, and then put out the following tweet, like a few hours later or something. I'm only gonna read the important stuff, though. So, I wanted to share some information with you guys on why I ended stream early. I received this email from someone claiming to represent @TheBurtPeanut. They sent me a cease and desist letter, so naturally my heart skipped a beat for a second, because I was taken aback by this, and I just had to end the stream to investigate this. If it was true, it's a serious matter. They asked me to immediately stop using the Peanut avatar. Don't use his name on hashtags. Don't use his name in your made-up story on how he turned you into a peanut. And if I didn't, they would report me to Twitch for impersonation and other things, which is ridiculous. I'm not impersonating him. ... After doing some research, this email, or who they claim to be, is 100% completely fake. It's essentially a phishing email of twofold. 1, to get me to fold and stop doing what I'm doing, which I wouldn't. 2, to get me to call the number of the lawyer's office so the trolls vote my number. This is actually a serious crime to pretend to be a lawyer and to pretend to represent someone. Personally, I find it really, really, really funny that he fell for this cease and desist letter. That's pretty obviously fake. On stream, had to end stream, and then put out a tweet and mention the burnt peanut twice, despite the email being fake and not tied to him in any way. I am my own peanut, my own name, my own person, and my own brand. Thank you for your support, everyone. And I'll see you in the streams tomorrow. Nice try, trolls. Rubs my chud belly. Ho, 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 ho. I mean, it's just pretty funny. He's just a funny guy, but not like funny. Damn, bro, you're really funny. You got some good jokes. It's more like funny, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is like? Just give up, bro. Just kill yourself. In Minecraft, I mean. Another thing I forgot to mention is for a good few things, he uses AI for his Discord emojis, and I think some thumbnails too. Because, you know, what's more godly than instead of giving money to an artist, you give it to Sloppenheimer. video's pretty much over, but I'm just gonna read some of his tweets because I'm a fucking fat fucking chud. So, there's a tweet where a Christian VTuber like burps into the thing. The Dr. Chudnister replies, "Seems normal to me." Someone replies to that, "Bet your cock just jumped out of your unwashed panties, you heard." The second you heard that gas reverberate from her digital throat, which is insane. Imagine being mad about telling kids in Fortnite about Jesus. By the way, all these people saying, "I go out of my way to target children" are 100% lying. I have never done that, and I'd much rather talk to adults. Someone replies, "Okay, pal," with an image where the faithful sheriff says, "Yeehaw, N-word," and then he replies, "That's fake, idiot, period." Because obviously the faithful sheriff would never say the N-word and has never said the N-word. Okay? Okay? Get your facts straight.
You say the N-word, and I'm like, what N-word? You mean
You're literally an evil person, bro. Going in there and telling me I'm spreading the gospel to children.
This is why people don't like you, but